Hit it, bitch.
All right, well, here we are. CSR. I am Doug.
I'm Steven.
And I am Justin.
Back in the studio. We've been out a couple of weeks on Zoom. Some of y'all, I'm sure, checked us out.
We hope.
We didn't have our pictures up there. That's a whole other story. We've got to have some technological updates.
Well, me and you do.
Yeah. So this episode, this is season 2, episode 17, and I guess appropriately titled today, Big Cat.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
And we wanted to go ahead and start out this episode with basically paying our respects to the passing of the original, the GOAT, the original, the OG, of the Panthers owner. Jerry Richardson passed away today at the age of 86. We want to show the respect, man, because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have our team.
Nope.
Which is what this podcast was created on. So we just kind of want to talk about it a little bit at the beginning of this episode. So, guys, what do you have to say?
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Thank you for everything you did for the city of Charlotte, bringing a football franchise to our beloved city, and prayers to his family.
Yeah.
Justin? Yeah, RIP. Rest in peace, man. I mean, you brought our favorite team to us, so if you didn't do that, we'd be, I guess, watching hockey a lot more.
Yeah. I mean, who knows?
Yeah, but yeah, apparently, he was a lot of players talk really highly of him.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, the situation as it went down, like I say, we won't get into that. I don't want to get into this. Let's talk about the good things. Justin just hit it. If you go on social media, particularly Greg Olson, he had a post today and he was talking about what all Mr. Richardson, as they called him, did for him during his son's birth with the heart situation, him being named TJ, and he revealed today that the J actually is for Jerry.
Yeah.
And he named him after everything he did for them during all that. So, this is not a day to be talking about anything negative. Hey, rest in peace. Like you guys said, man, if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have the team that we have. So,
and the dedication to the city of Charlotte. I mean, he didn't sell the team to someone that's going to move the team. He wanted the franchise to stay in Charlotte.
That was one of the stipulations.
I think I took a tour when I was a kid of the stadium, and they said he put as much Panther logos around that stadium to make it even harder for another football team to come in there.
And that's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then give him some, I mean, he was a professional football player.
He was. Won a championship.
Won a championship with the Baltimore Colts.
Yep.
Caught a touchdown from John Unitas in the championship game.
Yep.
I mean, and then I'm kind of looking right here. He was the first former player since George Hallis to become an owner.
Yeah.
So,
and he played locally. He was Wofford. That's why training camp's down there. So, I agree with Stephen. And want to give the other thing about him. He was well respected amongst the owners.
Mm-hmm.
He was a voice. He really was.
Right.
And he did sell, and I like what Stephen said. When he did sell, he didn't just sell and get out.
No.
He made sure that the franchise stayed here. So hey, man, nothing but tribute to Mr. Richardson. Rest in peace, and hey, keep pounding.
Keep pounding.
So,
and he was drafted in the 13th round.
Yeah.
In 1958.
Which
13.
We don't even have 13s anymore. Yeah.
Good God. It's like baseball.
Well, you got to think all less teams back then too.
Oh, yeah.
Again, to go out, I'm sure I did see on social media today, like Charles Johnson posted something. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot of players who are posting.
Steve Smith had something on his.
Yeah, so go out and read that, and again, just have his family and him in your prayers. So,
Definitely.
All right, so let's go to the wheel of numbers, guys.
Come on now.
And this week's number is 81. 81.
Steven gets to go first.
Yeah, go.
Can I do the fan responses first?
Oh,
absolutely.
Yeah. Well, we love our fans.
Let's do it.
And our devoted people every week go on and answer the questions and, just show some support. We really appreciate that. I'm going to start off with Tyler, friend of the show and former guest.
Big TD.
He said Randy the Goat Moss. I think someone else had said as well.
Which is on my list.
Yep.
I'm going to cross that off.
And Aaron Hernandez. even though what he did was not great.
But he did wear 81.
He did wear 81,
Sure.
and he was a good football player.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Now, off the field stuff, kind of crazy.
We won't go there.
Yep. My cousin Drew, first time he ever responded.
Oh, what's up, Drew?
Yeah. T.O., Terrell Owens. It's probably on a lot of people's lists as well.
Let me cross that off the list.
Yep.
That's my quarterback.
That's my quarterback, man. Tampa Steve had a bunch. He had Eric Kernock from the Tampa Bay Lightning.
That is excellent pronunciation.
I'm telling you. Rocket Ishmael,
Yep.
Tim Brown, and I quote when I say this, Art Monk. Doug will know who that is.
Yeah. And you guys know who Art Monk is.
Yeah. He was a cornerback.
He
yeah.
was actually a receiver.
Oh, then I didn't know who he was.
He was actually played for, and he did play for the Redskins. Didn't play for the Commanders.
The heck did you just say?
And he was a great receiver, man.
I still don't know who it is.
Yep.
And then we have Paul. I like Paul's because he throws some stuff at us.
Yeah, this is pretty cool.
So the 1981 NWA United States Tournament Championship, Sergeant Slaughter wins the title against Ricky Steamboat.
Pretty cool. I love the wrestling throwback.
Yeah, I like that he picks a year.
So I was
That's
kind
pretty
of
cool. Yeah, I like that
I was
too.
kind of thinking of trying to do that, but I was
Yeah.
like, nah, I wasn't. But I'm glad Paul chimed in for
yeah.
that.
Good job,
Good shit,
Paul.
Paul.
We
Yeah.
like that, Paul. I hadn't given you hell in a while. I'll think of something. I'll get back to you.
And then Zach, he's always chiming in. Really appreciate that, bud.
Yep.
Quincy Morgan, and he also had Randy Moss as well.
Yep.
Quincy
The
Morgan.
GOAT, man.
I don't know who Quincy Morgan is.
Wow.
It sounds familiar.
Might have looked that up.
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm really surprised nobody said the one, but
Well, go ahead and hit then.
no, that's
Hey,
yours.
hey, you're going
It's
first.
your boy.
No, I just did the fans.
Okay.
So you guys go ahead.
Well, in dedication to Steven's man, Steven's boy,
Okay.
I'm trying to think who my boy is.
Okay.
Megatron.
Is that who you're gonna say?
Yeah.
Is that my guy?
No, that's your guy.
Is my guy?
You love Megatron.
I fucking love Megatron. Excuse
Yeah.
my French.
That's why I was keeping it for you.
Well, thanks for taking it from me.
Well,
I guess that was,
you took the Hornets
As I
last
say,
week.
that was payback.
Yeah, I'll take that.
I think he got a better deal than
Even
that.
though I tried to give it to you, but
You took a pretty bad.
Yeah, fair enough.
So,
Quincy
he
Morgan.
did you a favor, dude.
Quincy Morgan was a receiver.
Yeah, okay,
He played
cool.
for the Browns.
So, cool.
but yeah, Calvin Johnson.
Calvin Johnson. All right.
Cool.
Go ahead, Dougie.
I've got former Panther, and please forgive me if this was said.
You better not say
I don't
it.
think it was. Ricky Prohl.
It was not
okay.
said.
Ricky Prohl.
Had a hell of a playoffs.
And you see his son showing out in the XFL.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. I didn't know he
Playing
was.
for, I want to say St. Louis, maybe.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So he's playing well. So Ricky Prohl.
Very good. Well, I'm gonna say another former Panther receiver.
Oh, you.
Well, this might not be who you're thinking of.
Oh, it's probably not.
So
Go ahead.
Jason Avant.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot about him.
Yeah, he played for that. I think 1 year. I think was he not big in that game when we came back against the Eagles?
Yeah.
He was huge in that
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
He went off.
Yeah, and yeah. So there you go. Go ahead and say
Nice.
your boy. I saved it for you.
Did he just freak out?
If I can say it.
You got it.
Kiloa Polaris.
I think it's Kaleo.
Something.
Kakalaki.
But
K Polaris.
but we know who you're talking about.
Yeah, my boy with the long hair. He had
Yeah.
he was a little
Yeah.
Hawaiian dude.
I think it's Samoan. He's
Hawaii.
probably
Yeah,
related to The
And-
Rock
and we
Roman
drafted-
Reigns
and we drafted him.
Louisville. Yeah,
We actually drafted him.
Deuce.
We drafted him to be a punt returner.
yeah. He's from Hawaii. He was from Hawaii. College of
Hawaii.
Hawaii.
Yeah,
right?
Hawaii. Yeah.
All right.
Well, not anymore, but
Right.
you know they got divorced. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to love Polaris, honestly.
I did too.
Yeah.
I wish you got more of a option on the offense.
Yeah.
It never really was an option.
Is he the last guy that with a kickoff return for
I
us?
think so.
He had that 101-yard kickoff return, and
I
I,
think
believe
you're
he's
correct.
the
I
last
think you're
guy to
correct.
ever have a kickoff return.
Did we
for
not?
us. Ted Ginn never had one.
Okay.
I mean, he
Here,
he
y'all keep
hate
going.
me,
I'll,
dude.
I'll try to.
Maybe a punt return.
Yeah, Michael Bates, I know ran one. He hate me ran one back, but I think you're right.
Yeah.
We need to put our crack research staff on that.
What do you think I'm doing right now?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I got a lot of crack.
I thought you were doing
Get on
crack. All right, so I'm going to tell you guys right now, I have nobody for baseball and nobody for NBA,
No.
and here's why.
nobody
Because
wears
when I looked them up, it was people I had never heard of. So I was like, why bother?
Well, it's probably like spring training guys, right?
Yeah.
Like,
So I'm going NASCAR. And I know, Steven, you said you had some NASCAR. So I'm going the one that I saw that has driven the 81 car more than anyone, 104 races. Kenny Wallace,
Kenny Wallace.
brother of Rusty Wallace, and St. Louis Cardinal fan and native. Yeah, I had to
Wow.
throw that out there.
Yeah, of course you did. It's baseball season.
And we'll talk about that later.
Oh, yeah. I'm alluding to it. Got you on the air.
Nice.
On the air. Oh, yeah. You did that very organically,
Hey,
too.
tech guy, edit that out.
Don't you dare.
All right. So, Steven, on you.
All right. Well, I've got 2 NBAs.
Okay.
And I've actually heard of one, and one's currently playing.
Okay.
And then I have 1 baseball. And I'm thinking, if I thought I knew who he was, but now I'm like, if you guys didn't know who he was, now I'm kind of like, shit.
Okay, gotcha.
Baseball with Victor Gonzalez.
Yeah.
For the Dodgers.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm thinking,
Okay.
I was thinking of, now who I'm thinking of is Adrian Gonzalez. That's who I
Yes.
thought it was when I
Yes.
said that.
Yes.
So, but Victor Gonzalez was aight, wasn't he?
Yeah. I mean, he was like a DH guy.
Yeah.
He played first base a little bit. Too.
Right. Then we had Jose Calderon. He wore it with Cleveland and Detroit.
Okay.
Okay.
And then Mai Oni is a
Nice.
shooting guard for Utah.
Nice. Okay.
I think those are the only 2 that wore it.
Yeah.
And you were incorrect on the Polaris.
Oh, wow.
Damari Bird had one for us.
Oh, that's right. Sure did.
And I was thinking, I don't know why I had Shy in my head, but I was like, I know it was a little short. It was a short.
But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Against
would
the Bucks.
I would have lost that bet too. I thought you were right.
But I think it was Polaris before that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think it was.
I think Polaris held it for a while.
He did.
So cool. All right.
I think I got one more, and it's another receiver, obviously. I don't think anybody said Torrey Holt.
No, he didn't.
No.
Okay.
No.
Torrey Holt.
NC State alumni, right?
Yep.
There you go, Paul.
All right. So this is a constant on this show. Once we see this name come up, we have to say it.
Oh, yeah.
NASCAR. Going back to NASCAR again. Friend of the show, Dick Trickle.
Yes.
Dick.
Dirty Dick Trickle.
Oh, that was so good.
Now I got some stats for you.
All right, here's it.
He ran this 81 car one time. Okay. In the 1974 World 600 here in Charlotte, finished 7th. And the sponsor, and if I could my wife actually found a picture of the car.
Dirty Dick.
And I think it's Buddy Ward. Is it Garage? Buddy Ward's Garage Dodge.
Wow, what a
Buddy Ward's Garage Dodge?
And it's a Dodge. He drove a Dodge.
I would hope so.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, man, my wife was up late, found this picture. I couldn't
Only
believe it.
Dirty Dick.
I couldn't believe it, man.
Dang, that's a ride right there.
I think she had to find this in the archives, man.
Oh yeah, she went to the local library and found that.
Only Dirty Dick Trickle.
Dirty
would
Dick
drive
Trickle,
that.
man.
Dirty Dick.
So he is a Hall of Fame legend with
Dirty
CSR.
Dick.
Would you guys agree? How many times have you been mentioned on this podcast?
Oh, a handful at
yeah,
least.
he's a friend of the show, man.
Oh yeah.
So I have one more NASCAR, but if you have another one, go ahead.
Go ahead and finish it.
And this one, this is so cool, man. This has kind of got a story to it, and this is related to my wife. So while I'm doing this research last night, and I'm looking up this stuff, and I see the name Don Tilley. Okay, you guys know Tilly Harley Davidson up in, I guess, Mooresville, Statesville.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was his motorcycle shop.
Oh, really?
He owned it.
No kidding.
And he unfortunately passed away a couple years ago, but he actually raced NASCAR. And we found last night where he drove an 81 car. And it was I'm going to make sure I pronounce this correctly, Joe Kiesler Dodge. He was the owner. And he drove in the 1965 Daytona 500, qualified, I think, 33rd, finished 22nd. And that's my wife's uncle.
Oh wow.
So that's pretty cool.
That is very
So that's a family connection with the Willow numbers.
I like that.
So, and it was cool. When I saw it, I was like, hey, look at this. So that was pretty cool.
Would you look at it? I've got 2 hockey and 1 more NASCAR.
Cool.
I'm going to do Marion Hosa. He was a right wing for the Blackhawks who retired in 2017.
He got hosed.
Hosa. And then we actually have a center that plays for our minor league hockey team for the Canes. I think it's Chicago Wolves. Red Wolves or something like that. Yep. Jamison Reese.
Oh, cool.
And then I have 1 more NASCAR, Danny Graves. And he's the only he's the only one that's won in the 81 car.
Yeah, cool. That's pretty cool. Now we did find in the, I guess was now the Xfinity, Dale Earnhardt Jr. won Bristol in an 81 car.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We saw that we had pulled that up last night. So.
Very good.
But that was in I think then it was called it might have been called the Bush series.
I think it was
Bush. I think it was Bush. But yeah, that's cool. Junior won it at Bristol
Yeah.
in 81. So that's pretty cool. So there you go. Is that the wheel of numbers this week?
That is.
I know it went a little long, guys, but we had some connections in this one.
Yeah,
this week.
this one was kind of special, huh?
Yeah, so kind of hit home. So
All right, well, I'm going to spin the wheel.
let's do it.
Spin it.
94.
Damn it! Stopped abruptly.
94.
Abruptly.
It wasn't abruptly per se.
94. 94.
94, y'all.
Wow.
What a year, right?
94.
Great, man.
I remember it fondly.
I do too. That was a great year.
Yeah, I was 11.
94. Who?
11.
I'm just kidding.
47 and a half.
Oh, I got a 94 right off the top of my head.
Me too.
94 is a good year, and I'll save that for the podcast. We'll save that for the podcast.
Yeah. So 94, y'all.
In the theme of Paul.
In the theme of Paul.
How he took the number.
Yeah. All right.
I like that. Okay, Paul, I do want to commend you. I know I give you hell. That was cool going with the year.
Yep.
I thought that was really cool. So
For sure.
It's not bad for a state fan. So anyway,
Damn, son.
so here we go. All right, we're going to go right into Panthers.
Panthers.
And I've got it titled Panthers off season because it is. But
Meow, meow.
let's start talking a little bit of Panthers, guys. The combine is its own.
We're on our cat feed right now.
Yeah, there it is.
Yep.
Nice.
I'll throw it in there. Who wants to start off with this?
I want to start.
All right. Well, anyways.
Are we talking about the?
So you're gonna steal it?
Damn it!
You're gonna steal his segment?
No, I promise on. Go ahead.
Stop it. Are we talking about the combine, or are we just talking in general?
Do you want to talk about the news a little bit before the combine?
We'll talk about. We'll talk about a little bit of news.
I think he agrees.
I was gonna do another little spill, but I stopped.
We'll go.
We'll go for it.
Well, no, because
Spill all over us.
I don't want to. Give you another soundboard. So
Okay. All right. Cool. We'll leave. We'll leave it alone.
no, Doug, don't steal my stuff. All right.
I could never do that. As good as you
Only
did.
I could do that.
Yeah. Well, we did meet with Derek Carr. Apparently.
Yes.
So news before combine, we met with Derek Carr. Apparently, we're not really looking at him.
I think they said we kind of pulled our interest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And I think they should. I don't think you. I think you have to kick the tires on that. You have to.
and a lot of this, me and Steven were talking about, and we were talking about before we started. A lot of this is probably smokescreen.
But I do love that they're leaving all options on the table.
Yeah.
We're in on all deals. Ain't that what Fitter says?
Yep.
In on all deals. Plus, man, do your due diligence, man.
Yep.
You don't ever want to go back and say, why didn't we look at that?
Right.
Well, it's not like he's a piece of crap quarterback either.
Stephen, you and I have been on record early in this podcast about how we like Carr.
Well, also said something about Darnold. And,
yeah, but we did like Carr.
yeah.
I don't know if we need to go that direction, but I think, Justin mentioning that, I think is great. I think we need to at least look at it.
I mean, I think we should be done with the whole. Let's go get a guy that's been on another team and been with all these coaches.
Because it's not working.
It's not working.
Well, the only thing I say about Carr, though, is he is a little different than the guys we went after.
He has been. Yeah.
He's put up the numbers. I feel like he's a lot more talented.
He's been an all-pro quarterback.
He's been to their Pro Bowl and stuff like that. But I do agree. I feel like we need to go for our guy.
Yeah.
With his coaching staff and
Yeah.
stuff like that, I think we were looking for our guy.
Now, who that guy is,
We don't know.
Still up in the air.
Yeah, so.
But apparently, we did reach out to the Packers about Aaron Rodgers today.
This could be a false report, a real report.
Yeah. But that's the rumor.
It's been said it's not, it is. So, just to say this, let's pull a John Fox. It is what it is.
Yeah.
So,
Again, now if we get Rodgers, that'd be nuts. You because I think you put Rodgers on this team. Expectation is probably an NFC Championship.
all right. So, Stephen, go back to what we talked about off there. All right, let's just analyze this. Justin, jump in here. Talent-wise, Aaron Rodgers.
He's amazing.
Would
He's
that,
an MVP quarterback.
where would that put this Panther team
Like
moving forward?
like Steven said, NFC Championship.
Would you definitely play?
I would expect nothing less than being in that game.
The South would be ours.
Hands down.
Yeah.
All right. So,
The South was almost ours with
Sure.
Sam Darnold,
Sure.
Baker Mayfield, and PJ Walker.
and PJ Walker. So, now the off-field stuff.
He's weird.
He's a weird dude.
Yeah.
Let's
He's got some extracurriculars that are
He's just a weird dude, man.
Head
He's a different guy. So We don't know. We don't know where this is going, but it was mentioned today. So
He walks to his own beat. Let's just say
sure he
that.
does. Yeah. Sure he does.
What I do want to shout out too is we did restructure Austin Corbert's contract.
I thought that was cool.
Which we're going to have to do a lot of cap manipulation coming
yeah.
up, being like $6 or $7 million over the cap. I think I looked at it. We're paying $30 million to Christian McCaffrey and Chosen Anderson this year.
God. So glad that clown's gone.
Yeah. So, and I just feel like that's been our problem the past 8 years is dead cap space.
Yep.
Like I was just like, can we just finally get out of the dead cap space hole? You know?
Hey, bartender.
I really did have this. No, we don't own the rights.
I understand. Yeah, don't start singing. I understand you with that. It was when Luke left. That wasn't our choice of him leaving. He just retired, and we still had to pay him. And it's Teddy Bridgewater.
And going back to the Luke thing, I didn't mean to cut you off there, but I do think there's should be clauses in contracts if somebody retires.
Yeah,
that you get $5 million and it's done.
Yeah.
And
in other words, there's a payout.
Yeah. Like I love Luke. Don't get me wrong. He's a hell of a player.
Sure.
Hell of a person from what I've met personally and seen.
Sure.
I just think in general, if a player retires before the end of his contract, there should be some kind of payout.
Honor the contract.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
And I understand why he retired.
Yeah.
Completely good.
And nobody questioned that.
Yeah. But I do feel like there should be something for the teams. Because what if I go sign a $100 million contract for 6 years? And then year 2, I'm like, eh.
Well, technically, you could walk in, sign the contract, and be like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Unless, the team has got to protect itself. They have clauses and
I'm sure the money he was getting paid years on down were guaranteed money. I'm sure that's what it was.
Yeah.
But either way.
Well, that's manipulation. That's manipulation of the salary cap.
The salary cap.
But
yeah, I just feel like we've been in this dead cap space hole for so long. It seems like we see hopefully a light at the end of the tunnel in 2024.
Yeah.
Right.
You know? And then shout out to
Doug, what do you want?
What
do you want?
Bartending
Let me see what's in there. Go ahead. Keep going, Steve.
But Adrian Wilson as their VP of player personnel. I think that's awesome.
I thought that was really cool.
Being a former player, he was a hell of a safety. I just think that was a very underrated move. And then we got someone else too. Did you guys see who else we got? We got someone else as a.
We got.
I don't think it was like a former player or anything. But we hired. Sorry, we're having bartending issues over here.
I don't know. He keeps pointing at shit.
Okay, I'll take
yeah, it was somebody for. What was the title? It was like.
Keep going, and we can talk about something else, and I'll pull it up.
All right. Well, getting into other news, we're going to the Combine. Combine has started today. They are talking about
Shiner s'mores.
That was not the crack zone for today. That was just Doug cracking a beer. They started with defensive linemen, D tackles, and edge rushers. Right off the bat, I just want to shout out dude from Georgia, Nolan Smith.
Yeah, what a beast, dude.
You always get that one guy that just dominates the Combine. And this dude looks like he's already doing it. Edge rusher, 4.39. I said it right this time.
Yeah, he took a time too. I like
4.39.
God,
and
slow.
He's got a 41.5-inch vertical.
Yeah, that is absolutely insane.
That boy's an athletic freak.
That dude is jumping up every draft board right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
But we have met with all of the top quarterbacks. If you can think of a quarterback, we met with them.
I'm surprised they did Dugan. I'm not saying he's a bad quarterback, but I'm surprised they chose him over Tanner McKee.
Yeah.
Well, I guess if you're looking at other quarterbacks, but I was thinking, if one of these top defensive guys drop or something like that, can we look in the later rounds? For a quarterback. But we also met with Jalen Carter, which we want to talk about what just happened with him.
Yeah.
And we met with 3 linebackers. I don't know if y'all saw that.
Nope. Well, I didn't even know we met with Carter, to be honest with you.
Oh, yeah.
I hadn't seen that.
Yeah, we met with Carter. We met with Trenton Simpson, Dorian Williams, and Drew Saunders.
Well, I saw where Fitterer said that one of the team needs, he mentioned tight end.
Of course.
Fast linebackers.
Yeah.
That was specific what he said.
Okay.
Or quick or fast linebackers.
And I mean, I know during the interviews they had talked about Shaq, and he wanted to talk to him this week personally. And it could be Shaq plays his last down. He already played his last down for us.
It could be.
If he doesn't restructure, I could see it.
Oh, absolutely.
I honestly see them extending him and then making his contract hit later on.
Right.
Be honest with you, I could see them extending him like 3 years.
But if he wants to be here, he's going to have to
figure something out. Yeah. And he's not one of the, I mean, he's a good linebacker. Don't get me wrong. He's not one of the top linebackers.
He's steady.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
I am excited to see him in more of a 3-4 role.
Yeah.
To see how well he can do with that.
Right.
But like you said, he's not a Luke or a TD.
No.
He learned from these guys, and we were hoping he was going to pan out to be that all-pro guy every year or something like that, but he's just not.
I do think he has a good veteran presence.
He is.
He is.
Yeah.
So
something I think he picked up from being behind Luke and TD.
If he can, if he's willing to renegotiate whatever, Steven, extend whatever he wants to do, yeah, man, bring him back. It's particularly for the locker room.
And like you said, Justin, about being in the 3-4, I feel like that gives him a little more freedom too.
Kind of roam.
Let him roam. He's athletic as hell.
Yeah.
And I think I saw a video. He has one of the fastest sack times too ever in NFL history.
Yep.
Like under, I think it was like under a second or 2 seconds or something like that.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, what positions are you guys looking for? Like, what are you watching? Like, I mean, we know quarterback.
In the draft?
Yeah. Like, what positions or players?
Tight end.
Tight end.
Tight end.
I'm looking for
and an edge.
I'm looking for other than quarterback. I want a corner. I want an edge guy. I don't necessarily need the tight end in the draft, but there's a couple good ones out there that.
Well, if we don't address it in free agent, free agents.
But Sam Laporta out there, and I want my boy Sam
Laporta.
Another big in the middle.
Yeah.
On the defensive side.
Yeah.
Since we're going into the 3-4.
Defensive interior.
Oh, yeah.
But
I think edge is going to be a priority, especially going to the 3-4.
I agree.
Yep. So
I agree. Yeah. I mean, any players that, I mean, you said Sam Laporta. Do you have anybody in mind that you're kind of keying in on at all?
Nope.
Yeah.
Best available when you pick.
Yeah. I mean, if I agree with all the positions you guys said, I'm also looking at a free safety.
Yeah.
Like a true free safety.
Right.
I do think Chen maybe gets moved down to being
and I'm
a linebacker.
God, I'm looking forward to that.
And because that's where he's
Dude, he's a hybrid as that's what they described him as.
Yeah, I mean, and as much as I don't want to get rid of Xavier Woods, but he needs to be a strong safety or one of those linebackers.
Yeah.
Well, I saw something that John Johnson from the Browns.
I saw that.
He's getting released, and they were talking about us picking him up.
He has a connection with our coaching staff.
Yeah.
I would love Xavier Woods and John Johnson up there. Move Chen down.
Yeah.
Cool.
That'd be dope.
That'd be good.
But yeah, I think one tight end I'm kind of looking at, and I want to see, because I'm with you, I really want to look at tight end. We're going to assume free agency, we're not picking anybody up. I want to see Luke Musgrave.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's who I'm really excited to see because he has a very big upside. I mean, you got you got was it Michael Mayer and you got Dalton Kincaid.
Yep.
But I really want to see
Musgrave.
I want to see Musgrave for sure.
I like that.
So
I like that. Like I said, Laporta, that's been a guy since I've fallen last year.
Oh yeah.
But who is the Georgia tight end?
Darnell Washington?
Washington. Yep.
They're pretty high on him.
I kind of want to see I kind of want to see him in the combine a little bit to see what he's got.
I think he's a freak.
But he's huge.
He's a freak.
He's like
he was
6'8".
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he's a freak athlete.
But I'm gonna tell you the tight end that's about to come out next year for them, that Brock Bowers dude, that dude's for real.
Yes, because he played well.
That dude's a beast.
Yep.
But I'm with you. A lot of people are high on Darnell Washington.
Yep.
Since we're going to our off season, we do have some unrestricted free agents, and I'm gonna go quick down the list. Nothing crazy, but I want to see hear a yay or nay about bringing them back.
Do it.
Okay.
Sam Darnold.
I say yes.
Yes.
Okay.
On the right price.
Exactly.
Yeah, small contract.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm on that. Cam Irving.
Yes. I'm like this.
I would because I feel like he's good depth.
As long as it's depth. Yeah.
And right price. Like that dude has to be a vet price.
Depth.
Like vet minimum or something.
Like right above it if you want it.
I think for depth purposes, I agree with Justin. Yeah.
Because he can play tackle.
I'm with you. I like my depth piece. Here's a no-brainer. Bozeman.
Obviously, yeah.
Should have already happened.
Yeah. Higgins.
Well, we never saw him.
I'm a no on that one.
Second, no.
I'm a no.
I mean, we never saw him.
I feel like the
I'm down
draft
there,
is
too.
where you can pick up that spot. so.
I'll tend to agree with Justin on that one.
No. A kind of a no-brainer. I think we're all going to agree. Foreman.
Yes, right price.
That one, bingo.
I don't want to overpay a running back.
I feel like that's going to be all of our.
Well, and
all of our-
he's expecting to get paid.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah.
So if he says he wants to be here, kind of like we talked about with Shaq.
Yeah.
Well, hometown discount, whatever. You want to be here, you can't expect us to pay you some crazy.
And there's some good running backs coming out.
That's what I'm saying. It's not like there's other options.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Matt Ioannidis.
I'm a full yes on that one.
I mean,
Especially going to 3-4.
depth. Yeah.
Now bringing it back.
Big body.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. I thought he played very well too.
Yeah.
Corey Littleton.
I'm a yes on that one. I feel like he's great depth, and I feel like he didn't play bad at all.
I'm on the fence on that one.
I would probably say
I'm on the fence.
I think yes.
I feel like he can be like a Julian Stanford for us.
So I rather have him over Wilson personally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd rather have Wilson over Damon Wilson.
Okay.
I already probably know you're. Well, no, never mind. Sean Chandler.
Yes. No.
I think no.
I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, I told you. Yeah.
Because I know of the other ones coming up.
Yeah.
Right.
Here's an interesting one right here. Panero.
All right. So good. Let's talk. What about Gonzalez?
That's what I'm saying.
What are we going to do? We have two good options.
Do we bring him back? Like, who knows if Gonzalez is going to be ready?
That's what I mean. Do we have two good options? Do we let him come into camp and battle?
I feel like we give him a small contract, and he's on the team until we know what we have with Gonzalez.
Because you don't know how Gonzalez is going to be when he comes back.
Right.
For one.
You don't know.
I mean, obviously, they did very well for us 2 years ago.
So can we just say like we did with the other ones, right price?
Or
Yeah.
do you sign Panero because he played so damn good, and you see if you can trade Gonzalez?
Either trade or maybe not take a huge cap. I mean, I don't know what his cap. I'm sure his cap hit isn't terrible.
Right.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you only need one kicker.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think you bring him in for competition, like training camp.
That's what I
competition.
said. Let him battle it out.
I mean, again, Gonzalez may not be ready. You might have to put him on the IR.
Let him
Yep.
battle it out.
Restricted free agents. PJ Walker.
Well, it depends on what we
Yeah.
do with Darnold. What do we do? Do we look at Carr?
So going off of what we've already said, we want to Sam back. So say Sam's here and we got Corral,
I say we don't.
and we're going into the draft
And we have Eason.
thinking, and we got
Yeah,
Eason.
I say we don't need PJ.
Yeah, I think PJ's a wash.
And look, that's no slight at PJ.
No.
Not at all.
He played good.
Sure.
I think PJ's going to be gone.
Yeah.
I tend to agree with that.
If we can get a contract figured out with Darnold, I think
yeah.
Walker's gone.
I think that's the deciding factor.
And all right, Hartsfield.
Yes.
Yes.
Fully.
Yes.
Yes. I mean, not only because I love Hartsfield
I like
as a
Hartsfield.
player,
Yeah.
like not in an emotional.
Yeah, I know. We know.
we know what
no
you
man
mean.
love.
I know you looked at me all.
No man love.
No,
That's just my face.
There might be a little bit of man love.
maybe a little bit. No.
No, the next one will be man love. I can tell you that right now.
Oh.
Hold on. Let me scoot over.
I'm not gonna say it was something.
I just feel like he's a great nickel guy.
Yeah, I'm all in on that.
He's
one.
a good football player.
I'm good with Hartsfield. I'm good. I'm definitely good with as a rotational guy depth.
Yeah.
Sam Franklin.
Yeah.
That's your man. That's your man.
That's
right there.
Justin's guy.
That's what I'm saying.
I love all of our safeties, dude. They're just, I just
For-
like them.
And aside from the man crush he has,
yeah.
I say yeah.
But Sam Franklin stepped up last year.
No, he did.
Sure he did.
Dude was playing.
I just want what I want is I feel like they're kind of all kind of similar.
Right.
I want that ball hawk and free safety. Dude.
You want Trey Boston.
I want Kirk Coleman back.
Yeah.
That's who I love.
Yeah.
I love some Kirk Coleman.
Yeah.
I think Trey Boston was good, but what pissed me off about him is what we always bitch about, excuse my French, is the hard hit thing. He's going for the big hit.
In
and
other
he
words, you
misses
don't
the
wrap
tackle.
up. You don't
Yeah,
wrap up.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then we have some exclusive free agents. Stephen Sullivan.
I'd bring him back.
Yeah. I'm okay seeing him gone, which he actually re-signed.
Right.
And so did Ricci. I want Ricci back.
Yeah, I like
want
Ricci.
Ricci at full.
I like Ricci, man.
I think you put Reach.
Yeah.
I think he's very underutilized.
I agree.
In our offense.
I agree.
So
Yeah, I like it.
it's cool.
All right. Anything else, Panthers?
Keep
I
pounding.
can't wait for the freaking
Yeah.
draft.
Yeah, I think we're all getting pretty stoked.
I was telling Justin on the way here, like I am so like it's not even the combine yet. I'm freaking stoked just because of the coaching moves we made.
Yeah, me too, man. I'm interested to see how this is going to pan out.
Yeah.
On paper, man, it's top notch.
Right.
I mean, it is. So, but I feel good about it. I think there's some quality people in there.
Definitely.
Yeah.
They went out and did. I mean, look, as much hell as we gave Tepper, and it was deserved.
Yeah.
Like Reich said, he opened his checkbook. He said, "Go get the best coaches,"
Did it.
and he did it.
Yep.
So let's see if it works.
I agree. What you would say?
When are we thinking about doing our mock?
Our mock.
Like a week before the draft, like the episode before.
All right, the draft is 27th through the 29th of April. So
I think
mid-April.
the week before
Okay.
we do that the same
Like we did
full
last
first
time.
round.
Like we did last
Maybe
time.
2 weeks before we all do a full draft ourselves. Like we'll have like a Zoom call and we'll talk about how we do drafts.
Cool.
And just talk about the draft we did.
Okay. All right. Cool.
So
That'll work.
I like that. And you
That'll
get a
work.
full draft from our Panther perspective, and then we can do the first round and have some fun with it.
Right.
Yeah, that'll work. All right. Cool. Stay tuned. Everybody, do yours too.
Yeah. Send us your best mock draft. Yeah.
So, all right. Cool. Let's go to MLB. Major League, and
you
it is,
take
and
it.
it is
MLB.
MLB, man. We're right around the corner, man.
We are.
Exhibition games are in progress.
It came up fast. I was actually,
And we're stoked because we're all baseball guys. We have made that very clear on this podcast. We're baseball guys. So, hey, man, loving it.
yep. I got on the old Bleacher Report
Heck yeah, you did.
about
Oh, God.
a week ago whenever baseball started in spring training.
Hey, put your seatbelts on and hang on.
Yeah, and I looked up at the scoreboard, and it took me about an hour to get on there, but it's all right. I looked up at the scoreboard, and it was like Boston and Atlanta are playing right now. I was like, holy crap, that started today. But yeah, baseball's back. We got a new. It's not a shot clock; it's a pitch clock. I guess.
Which was experimented with in the AAA's.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's interesting.
it's getting a bunch of mixed reviews.
Yeah.
I personally don't like it as much. I know they're trying to speed the game up, and I completely understand that. But like Justin and I were talking on the way here about it. Why don't you take away like 62 of the games
Yeah, cut the schedule down.
and let baseball be baseball?
Yeah.
Everybody knows baseball is going to be a longer sport. It could be. It could be quick.
Well, you know that going in. Like you said.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the game.
You cut it down to 100 games. For one, you don't have all these back-to-back, so players get more rest.
Right.
You don't have like the rushing of the pitcher and then the rushing of the batter too, because like a lot of these guys are very superstitious.
They
You know.
have regiments.
Yeah, they have a thing they do every time they go up.
Well, Steven, don't mean to cut you off.
No,
but
that's baseball.
Steven had a good point. It's like a free throw. You don't rush a free throw. Honestly, I think free throw guys have 10. I think there's the actual
supposed to
rule.
be.
It's
Yeah,
10
it's
seconds.
supposed to be 10
Yeah,
seconds.
it's supposed to-
But nobody has that regimen of like more than 10 seconds. But they all have their like thing they do every single time.
right. But the thing is, though, they don't have a clock running.
Right.
You know,
It's like in the ref's head.
It's
like,
one of those
all right.
1001, 1002.
Yeah.
Right,
Like
kinda.
3 seconds.
But yeah, but I feel like, and obviously it worked to some extent because they tested it and it worked and they brought us MLB.
Yeah.
But I don't know. You cut the season down a little bit. You give the players a little more rest. But people know baseball games are going to be long.
Yeah.
Well, Steven, you're all over it. I mean, look, I always have to be the old fogey, old guy. You know, that's just the way it is. Okay.
We're coming up with some stuff today.
But the thing is, man, I'm a baseball purist. I've always been that way. I don't like to see the game messed with. I just don't.
you damn sure don't like no necklaces.
No, hell no. I can't
No.
stand it.
What the hell?
It pisses me off.
You're wearing a damn necklace that freaking playing a game?
But the thing is, when you start messing with the game itself just to mess with the game, I get they're trying to speed it up.
Right.
They're trying to bring in the newer fans because their biggest argument is, and we talk about millennials and all that, their attention span is what?
It is.
So they want to speed the game up because the biggest complaint about baseball is what?
How long
Takes
is
It
it?
takes too long. So, but you know that going in, like you said.
But it's like, but you gotta think if you go to a
Bless
game,
you.
you're excused because you're tight. But if you go in to that game, you're a millennial, your attention span's whatever, it's super short. You go in and they're pitching, you can check your phone. Oh, crack. Okay, nothing. Check your phone. You know,
exactly.
it's perfect.
Or drink a beer.
Or drink a beer, or talk to the person next to you. We know nobody likes to talk to each other anymore,
Right.
so they ain't talking to each
We'll
other.
send a text.
But it's like it's a perfect day just to get out, be outside.
It's
enjoy
baseball,
it.
man.
It's baseball.
And again, it's interesting with us having this conversation, us being baseball guys. There is an age difference between us on this podcast,
A very large.
but we all
Yeah.
agree, being baseball fans.
Yeah.
I guess we all agree that kind of quit messing with the game.
I don't think the games are too long. I do think the season's too long though.
I can't stand the extra inning ghost runner thing.
No.
I hate that.
I do too.
I hate
don't-
it.
don't
I
like
hate
that.
it. I can't stand it. They made the bases bigger this year for safety reasons, and I'm using air quotes, guys. You're going to see more stolen bases this year because
No.
the bases are larger. They didn't stretch out the
They are
baseline.
huge.
Yeah, they're huge. So I'm just saying, I get the safety part. I understand it, but I do agree with outlawing the shift. I don't like the shift.
Yeah.
I've never liked the shift. I have to admit, I don't. I do like that rule.
No.
I don't. I never liked the shift.
I don't really get the base enlargement thing.
Yeah, they say it's for safety. I don't.
Yeah, but how often does a baseball player get hurt?
Yeah, it's
Right,
not. It's not.
Other than Acuna.
Well, what's it? Didn't Ozzy break his finger on one
Yeah.
Yeah.
when he slid?
But generally, it's
Yeah,
it's
but-
to
No,
get-
no, I'm just saying.
It's
I was
to
just
give the
saying.
base runner more of an area to get away from the other player. In other
Yeah.
words, it's a safety thing.
Yeah.
I just saying, quit changing the game so much.
Leave it
But
alone.
it is what it is.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens, right?
Yep. So
But I do want to say the first game against the Red Sox, like you were saying, we got a called strike 3 to end the game due to Cal Connolly taking too long to get set in the batter box,
and that's the timer.
and that's ends the game. Bases loaded, 3 full count.
Yeah.
Can
so
you imagine that happening in the World Series?
that's what I was saying.
That's exactly what he was saying.
Oh yeah.
So Game 5 World Series.
Game 7.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying
just
like
saying the-
elimination game.
Oh, my God.
In the World Series, and you got a guy on third base. Your tie game, bottom of the ninth, and all of a sudden you're out because a 15-second delay.
And the guy thought he was walked.
Yeah.
He was walking towards the base.
You're the manager, and Steven, you're going up to bat. You have the clock.
Yeah.
Hey, don't you get called out? You make sure you get in that box.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's going to be a lot
you're gonna
of
have to tell them
ejections.
that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
There's
and
going to be
some guys.
so many ejections.
Yeah, some guys are going to be like, I'm going to do this just to do it. To show the ump up or whatever, like you said, ejections. But it's oh man, I don't know. I'm mixed on it.
I was telling Steven, I don't get. So apparently, if there's no runners on base, you have 15 seconds.
Okay.
If there is a runner on base, you have 20 seconds. I don't get that. I just feel like there should be a set time like, hey, you got 30 seconds. Once the pitcher gets the ball or whatever.
Is that mainly for strategic reasons? For giving different signs so that you get longer with runners on base?
I would assume so because you have to. What I kind of said was you're checking the bases.
That's what I'm talking about.
I
You've
would
got
assume.
more things going on.
Yeah, you're checking to see if you can get the guy out. How far is his his lead off stuff
Right.
like that.
It's going to be interesting.
But also, like, how do you get signs from your catcher? Like, if he gives you a sign, like, I want a fastball up here, and the pitcher don't like it, he can't change it. You got no time.
and then you're going to see a fight when he says, well, you told me to throw that.
Yeah, like, no, I don't want the fastball.
But
I
don't
want
shake
something
me
else.
off. Don't shake me off.
Right.
So,
Like,
yeah, it is what it is, man. So, but we'll be tuned in.
Damn right.
are they doing that for the season, or are they trying it in spring training?
I thought it was for
I
the
think
season.
it's for the
It's for the
season.
season.
I think it's for the season.
And if I'm wrong, correct me, but I think it is.
I agree with you. We both could be wrong. I think it is for the
Yeah,
season.
I think it is too.
I think they agreed with that on their winter meetings. Or
Cool.
whatever.
Well, good luck.
Anything else baseball? Do you want to update this
No.
exhibition?
No,
Yeah.
we don't get
We lost 6-0 today. So,
Kobe Allard is looking pretty good though.
yeah, I mean, Cards, I'm optimistic about the Cards. I think the Cards have a good shot to win the Central. I said that on the Zoom. I don't know beyond that. I do think the Braves are going to be pretty good.
We'll see, man.
I do. I really do. I think the Braves.
I know Matt Olson that first game already cranked one.
Yep.
And Matt Olson's already looking pretty damn good.
And Goldsmith's already hit one.
He's already hit 30.
Nolan's already hit one. So
MVP already.
Yeah.
So-
Go ahead, give it to the guy.
and again, this is going to be our first year without Yachty. His guy.
Yeah. And when Poole also gone.
Yeah,
too.
he's gone too. So it is what it is. I'm looking forward. I love baseball. It is what it is.
No.
So, all right. NASCAR.
Take it away, guys.
I'm going last.
NASCAR.
I'm still trying to catch up.
We're gonna let we're gonna let him go last.
He's still running laps.
That's where he's been.
No shade, Reddick. No shade.
So real quick, NASCAR. All right, do you want me to do the whole race?
Go ahead.
Last week in the Pale Casino 400 in Fontana, California.
Montana.
Basically, your winner was good old Rowdy, Kyle Busch.
Congratulations.
God.
I hate it.
And Steven doesn't want to talk about that because he's in his old guy's car.
Yeah.
But Busch is running well, man. And it's weird because I heard some people talking back when Childress signed him.
Yeah.
There were people questioning whether that was going to work. I was not one of them. I thought it was a great combination.
I agree.
Because look, the guy can drive. You don't have to like him. He's won 61 races.
Yeah.
That's just in the top level.
Yeah.
He's got truck wins. He's got Xfinity wins. That dude wins in anything he drives.
He's got one in the 8 car.
So I'm just saying, man, he can drive. And Childress is an owner who's going to spend the money.
Oh, yeah.
Junior drove the 8 for
Yeah.
10 years and only won one race.
You won.
Barely.
He won a couple.
They did.
But yeah, Busch was your winner. Now, you want me to update our guys?
Don't you talk about.
Or do you want me to do mine and then Justin can do his and you do yours? How about that?
Yeah, we'll do that.
All right, Harvick. Harvick qualified 10th, finished 5th. Had a good day. He was actually second a couple times.
Yeah.
But had a good day. He's had 2 good runs the first 2 races. So Harvick's looking pretty good right now.
He is.
All right. Go with your guy.
Where did my guy qualify?
Your guy qualified 8th.
I didn't know that.
Yep. And I wrote that down. That's new for this segment.
I like
this
it.
year.
I like
I'll
it.
do that.
I was working for the race, but number 1, Chastain.
He remembered.
I was waiting for say Truex. Dude.
See, now I'm going to get all messed up. Next week, I'm going to say Truex.
I hope so.
Number 1, Chastain came in 3rd place,
There you go.
boys.
And he's had 2 good races.
He's racing pretty
He's been
good.
top 10 both races.
Go
All
ahead.
right,
Go ahead.
So
Steven.
now we're going to go take it away, Steven.
Go ahead.
Reddick finished 34th. And qualified 35th.
Did you have a
Hey, he moved up one spot.
do you have a points
He was
update?
involved in a wreck on lap 87. I was involved in.
Well, I can't hear you.
That's perfect. I don't want to talk about it. All right, Reddick finished 34th. He qualified 35th.
Yes.
He was involved in a wreck on lap 87 that actually a lot of cars were involved in. It wasn't just him.
Right.
And the point standings, if you guys have to freaking know.
Let's hear it.
Ross Chastain is actually leading the playoff standings right now.
Let's go.
Joey Logano second. Ricky Stenhouse is third. Rowdy is fourth.
Attaboy.
And Alex Bowman's fifth. Harvick's sniffing
Sweet.
on sixth.
Wait.
And if he's,
Am I leading the?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're leading
Right
the
now.
playoff right now.
Right now.
In the playoff standings.
All year,
if you,
baby.
If you scroll almost all the way down, actually,
Hold on. Do the
all
will
the-
and number sign.
Reddick is 36th.
Out of how many?
36. But it's still early, Reddick. It's all good, man. You're in.
Yeah, you got-
you're.
He's bringing up the rear.
It's cool, man. You hit a road course, get a win, and you say it's gonna be funny. He's gonna get a win, and y'all's won't.
No, you're probably right.
And y'all be laughing.
Yeah.
Dude, I swear to God, if
At
I got
nothing.
another Truex year like last year,
Yeah.
I'm done.
No, Reddick's he's got just bad hand the first 2 races, but it's all good. Hopefully,
Dude, it's long. season.
hopefully we can get it together.
Yeah, he's a good driver.
Meanwhile.
I do want to.
His former car won.
All right, shut the hell up. I want to shout out John Hunter Nemechek, who
Yes,
I really
yes,
do
yes.
love. I liked him last year when he was in the Truck Series, won the Xfinity Series race, and that race was postponed. Do you guys
yes.
know why?
Well, I know in Fontana, right?
Yeah,
There was talking about how bad the weather was.
yeah.
It was like snow and blizzard.
It was snowing in
and
California.
blizzard.
They had to postpone the race.
Yes.
They were big ass flakes too.
Yes.
Snowing in California.
Yes.
Yes, it was like a blizzard.
Yes, it was
like
snowing like crazy.
It's like a seventh wonder of the world or something.
I don't know.
Does it ever snow in Cali?
Did you watch the actual race Sunday?
No, I fell asleep.
They kept talking about, what was it, weepers? They were talking about the water draining in the track.
Yeah,
And they were talking about making sure you try to avoid weepers, like water weeping.
yeah, why? Yeah.
Yeah, they were talking about that. And it was because they're not used to that type of weather. And it was crazy that they even got the 2 races in because Xfinity
Yeah.
was after that one.
It was.
So it's crazy, man. Yeah, but it was a blizzard.
Yeah, it was nuts. I'm gonna shout out Kyle Busch. He has a win in 19 straight seasons, which passed Richard Petty
Yes.
for the record.
Damn.
The Busch brothers now have 95 combined wins, 61 for Kyle, 34 for Kurt,
Okay.
which combined passing Bobby and Donnie Allison for most combined wins by brothers.
By brothers. Yep.
So shout out to Kyle Busch as much as I do like him, but he's in the A car.
But you know
shout him out. I mean, the dude can race.
Yep.
And Reddick, you're gonna get together. I know it. I got faith in you, buddy. You won 3 races last year,
He'd be fine.
so
He'll be
get
fine.
one.
He'll be fine.
He'll get one.
You know,
that's what we said to you all year. Look what happened.
Well,
Yeah.
payback's a bitch.
you got to take it with a grain of salt.
No,
man.
it is.
So,
It's cool, man.
so next week's race, I guess this week's race, is the, you ready, guys? 3:30, and it's in Vegas. The Pennzoil 400 presented by Jiffy Lube. Get your Pennzoil on at Jiffy Lube.
You know what?
At the Jiffy.
And we're not sponsored by either of those.
You know
Could
what
be
else is in Vegas?
What's that?
Strippers.
What you get?
What happens in Vegas?
WrestleMania.
So
I thought it was in Hollywood.
Is it?
Yeah,
Oh, is it next year that's in Vegas?
It says the whole thing is WrestleMania goes to Hollywood.
goes to Hollywood.
No, I
saw
saw
watching. I knew that.
I saw something today. It was like WrestleMania something in Vegas or something like that.
I don't know.
It might be next year.
You guys are the wrestling guys. I'm just starting to get.
Ferrari, are you off?
Who?
Are you off for WrestleMania?
Who? I don't know who Ferrari is.
That's
I don't
that guy,
either.
that's the guy that showed up. He's part of our audience today.
I'm getting excited. I'm talking about
You didn't see
freaking
that guy we
wrestling.
let in?
Okay?
I think you guys are sneezing or something when you
Yeah.
say
Yeah.
By the way, I have to throw this in. Last year's winner was Alex Bowman at Vegas. That was the last part.
Subtract 3 numbers and it's 45.
All right, cool. All right, so is that it, NASCAR?
Go Reddick.
Go Harvick.
Well, she does have a badass paint scheme, by the way.
Go Harvick.
Go Chastain, number 1.
All right, so
our hearts.
we cutting.
Yeah, we'll do.
All right, so this is the end of the first part. So again, here we go. Oh, I've already checked. We're gonna have to. Yeah. So all right, that's the end of the first part. We'll be right back, and you know what we start out the second part with?
Damn
Yes,
right.
sir.
That place. So get your beer cans ready. All right, here we go. We are CSO.